A lot of people talk about leaving a legacy, which is a great thing because it means you want your life to count, you want your life to make an impact, you want to leave something behind. But have you ever thought about this? In order for you to leave a legacy, you actually have to be gone. See, there's a sense in which you got to be out of the picture in order for your legacy to be here. Michael Jordan can't leave a legacy in the NBA while he's still playing in the NBA. In some sense, he's got to be gone so that the legacy is present.
Thank you.
Now here's why this is hard for me. I suspect it's hard for you too. I have a tendency to live to consume, meaning that while I'm here, I am trying to find all the ways that I can maximize my enjoyment of and indulgence in the things that are right in front of me. So I don't tend to think about what can I do to leave behind something good for when I'm gone. I'm not usually thinking about what can I do so that when I'm gone, great things are happening. I'm a person with strong desires. I love family and I love friends and I love food and I love community and I love enjoying life right now. By nature, I'm a consumer. And the reason I have this consumeristic tendency is because I have this belief system rolling somewhere in the back of my mind that this is what's going to provide the greatest happiness for me. I have a hard time believing that if I give my life for the sake of somebody's good after I'm gone, that is going to provide me with greater happiness. I tend to think that's going to take away from my happiness. So it's ultimately a value equation. It seems to me that in order for me to really leave a legacy, I'm going to have to figure out some way to find joy in living for when I'm gone. And I think there are two pieces to making that happen. The first is this: I think you have to actually experience the joy of giving. Dads who are willing to sacrifice for their kids, husbands willing to sacrifice for their wives, wives willing to sacrifice for the family, neighbors willing to help one another out, leaders who aren't on the hunt for power but who are trying to use their privilege in order to help other people. Now that's counterintuitive, but when we take the risk of trying it, what we find is that there is great happiness in giving your life away. The second thing, which I think enhances the first, is that you have to actually have something to look forward to when you're gone. There has to be some promise on the other side of life. As in, when I get there, I'll look back on what happened here and I'll be happy about it. I think this is the basic concept that Jesus is referring to when he says, don't store up all your treasures here on earth, store up treasure in heaven. And the way that you store up treasure in heaven is by not hoarding them here on earth. I don't have a problem with living for a little bit of pleasure here and now. What I'm talking about is, do I live for it as though it's everything? We let go of living for now as though it were ultimate. And in the process, leave a legacy. And when we get to where we're going, what we find is that it is so worth it. You see, joy isn't sacrificed when we live to leave a legacy. It's actually the complete opposite. Joy is enhanced, but it's a joy that we don't fully experience until we are with Jesus. So, how can I be happy if I'm living for when I'm gone? One, the experience of giving my life away is actually the happier way to live. And two, when we're gone and in the unhindered presence of Jesus, we will find that the happiness that we enjoy there is greater than any happiness we could have enjoyed here if we had given ourselves recklessly to our indulgence in every consumeristic appetite that came across our minds and our hearts. As though this world had everything we want. Doing that is like eating candy at every meal. It kind of sounds good from a distance, but as soon as you do it, you find that the more you eat, the worse you feel. So as crazy as this sounds, I'm gonna try to battle to live for when I'm gone. That's my take for this week, guys. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. I know I say that every week, but there is a reason why that's helpful. It helps get the video into the hands of more people. And so does liking it, and so does sharing it. This lighting